Captain Chore, or Captain Ibrahim Traore. This is the president of Burkina Faso. He seized power in 2022. Since then, though, it seems as though the country is doing okay, but there has been several coups attempted by people within the country and people outside of the country. So the one that happened last week was one that they said all the informers, all the people planning this coup are based in Ivory Coast. And so what they were trying to do, they were trying to increase chaos in the country, and that they were also trying to lure traditional leaders and religious leaders to agree to the fact that these group of people are trying to take over Burkina Faso. So they tried to take over Burkina Faso, then they tried to obviously capture Captain Traore. Here's what I'm going to say. A coup happens when people are not happy with the way things are run, or they're not happy with the current president. So people gather themselves. It could be an ordinary person, it could be a military group. They gather themselves and they overtake the government, right? And that's what has happened. Now, Captain Ibrahim Traore came into power through a coup, right? So he was very close to the president, right? And he took over the president. So don't you think this man is smart enough to know what's going on around him, especially if he came into power the same way people are trying to do to him right now? It's quite interesting. I do hope that his life is spared, because the attack seems to be like very frequent now, and it's quite scary. But we're having a close eye on the story. We're having a close eye on the matter. It's quite crazy. But what are your thoughts on this, though? The idea of using coup as a means to get into power, using coup as a way to irritate situation, using chaos as a way to get into power as well. Now, another thing I was going to point out, someone actually made this clear to me the other day. They said, when a country is in war, right? The country that is in war cannot hold election. So sometimes when a country is in chaos, those chaos can be done on purpose as a way for the person in power to remain in power. This is according to United Nations. You can't hold election when the country is in war. But I just also wanted to point that out. Chaos is one of the ways people use to get into power, right? It looks like it didn't work out this time, and we're keeping our eyes very, very close to the story, and our eyes mine is really wide open. Thank you for watching. Emotion is my name, and I'm a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired, and I cover African stories.